Good afternoon, good evening, good morning, wherever you are, and welcome to NerdTube. I'm here with cousin Cheeto. How you doing?
Hanging in there. How about yourself?
I'm very good, my friend. And today we're watching a fan film, and we're going to be doing a reaction to it. It's called Beyond the Sun, a Star Trek fan film. Know nothing about it. How about yourself, Bob?
Nope, I've watched about maybe 30 seconds of it just to kind of see what we were getting ourselves into and cut it off there.
Very good. This only came out a couple of days ago, and it's already gaining some traction. So we thought we might as well just jump on this gravy train and give our reaction. Lovely ship.
It does not look Federation.
Uh, Spacesuits.
With cardboard? They look cardboard.
Controls are pretty basic, but they're
They're moving like Daft
gonna
Punk.
take me a minute to bypass.
Like, seriously, like,
What?
is that cardboard? It looks like cardboard.
It's not bad though. I can see the creases in it.
Yeah, I was about to say.
Well, if they're not in any immediate danger, Doctor, you can come help me.
Well, Doctor.
I need
You
to
can
reroute
come
the
help me.
secondary protocols and emit an ion pulse through the navigational controls.
Can do.
That'll cut out the left thruster, divert full power to the right one, and send us hurtling away from the sun.
Structural integrity is at 14%. Hold temperatures at 9,000 degrees.
What the hell?
Whose crazy idea was it to do this again, Doctor?
I believe it was yours.
9,000
Well,
degrees.
stop believing in miracles. Hold on.
I mean, it is called, what, Into the Sun or something like that?
Oh, the whole temperature. I thought they meant the interior.
Yeah, that's a pretty sturdy cardboard.
Yeah, man.
Why have you stopped us from reaching the place of perfection?
Well,
Love it.
I have to say that the production
I
is
love it.
very Star Trek.
I
Or
love it. I love
very,
it. I love it so much. It's so good.
Nova class. That is literally the Voyager theme.
God, I'm laughing with appreciation.
Man, I hope we don't get copyrighted on this one. That was like literally the Voyager theme. Maybe with a
Very
little
nice.
variant.
How dare you? How dare you stop us on our journey?
Your ship was on course for a sun. Maybe you didn't realize because you were too busy kumbayaing on the floor.
Who gave you the right to interfere? Who gave you the right to step foot on our sacred ship? Who are you people?
We're Starfleet officers from the Starship Explorer. We answered your
Starship
distress call.
Explorer, very original.
Totally outrageous.
If it's so outrageous, then why did you send out a distress call? What did you expect was going to happen?
I didn't send out a distress call. Why would we? We aren't in distress.
Lieutenant,
Oh,
Look
here
at
we go.
this.
What am I looking at?
It's the communications log.
I'm
which
liking
very
this a lot.
clearly indicates that an all-frequency distress call was sent from your ship. This is your ship.
You just
right?
like them because they
Yes.
sound British.
But I
No.
I didn't send it. I mean, why would I? We are all on our way to the place of perfection.
sounds like someone on your ship doesn't want
I was about to say, someone on the ship doesn't want to go.
We are all on this journey together.
I'm not.
Oh, there he is.
Barnett,
Saboteur.
what did you say? Did you do this?
I did.
But why? Why did you do this?
But why?
After everything we've worked to achieve.
I don't want to go to the place of perfection. I don't believe in it. I don't want to die.
What do you mean? Where were you headed?
Into the sun.
Yeah, into the sun.
The only place you'd be going is a shade of crispy bacon.
It's how we will
This
reach
guy.
the place of perfection.
Mass suicide.
How dare you?
How old is this kid? 16? You're sending him to his death in a sun? What kind of adult?
How do they know? 16 might be really old for their
His
race.
father and his spiritual leader. And I know what's best.
I request asylum.
What?
Nice.
You want
There's
what?
that A word.
You heard me. I don't want to be a part of this journey any longer.
Barnett, don't you do this to me. Don't you dare do this to me.
Back off.
Lieutenant.
Jeez, this geezer, man, he doesn't fuck around.
Okay, I think everyone needs to calm down. Clearly we've interrupted something. And until we figure out exactly what is going on here, I suggest we head back to our ship and discuss this further. Lieutenant.
You can see like the
Sounds like a
the
plan.
edge of his prosthetic.
Come over here.
Waiting to explore.
Go ahead, Doctor.
The ship is secure, but there's been a situation. We'll need to brief the captain.
Acknowledge. Proceed with caution.
Did you get us away?
I did.
That Christmas tree light there in the background.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
It's my job. I'm an engineer.
That is
On your
sacred
starship.
incense there,
Is
Zam.
your ship like this one?
It's to help them go to the perfect place in the sun.
It's a lot bigger. And a lot more advanced.
Took my people nearly 100 years to build this ship. I must think we are very primitive.
Not at all. It's a big universe. We'll have to start somewhere.
I love how
Places of perfection elsewhere.
his spacesuit is held together by like
Other
clippies.
religions.
Yeah, me too.
Yes. Not so many on my world anymore, but there were.
Religion brought people together. Gave them something to hope for, especially in times of war.
It also divided people and probably caused most of those wars to begin with, so.
I'm not selling this well, am I?
No, not really.
No, not really.
Some people find fulfillment in helping others, or learning new
Sam,
things,
you
or
look
just
invested.
being the best person they can be,
Yeah.
without
Yeah.
This moral bit, it's starting to weigh me a little bit.
Is enough. We make the most of it.
This life you speak of.
Not saying that I don't believe in morals. I'm just saying it's getting a bit far fetched.
No, I know you don't believe in morals, Zam. Come on.
Well, she wouldn't want to die.
And the others?
Well, she wouldn't want them to die either.
What just happened? Did he just make a pass?
No, I think he was mentioning about his
I
captain.
cannot believe this is happening. He is
Yeah.
my own son. How can you even consider his request? Who are you people to interfere with our lives again?
I can't believe they're not laughing at his
Starfleet
acting.
takes a request like this very seriously. But we're also here to listen to both sides of the argument. Perhaps if you could explain your religious beliefs.
Explain? I shouldn't have to explain my beliefs to you, Captain. I don't ask you to explain yours.
Pastor, you're right. You don't have to. But given the situation, I believe it will help. From what I understand, your son seems to think that not only is his life in danger, but also the lives of the entire congregation.
How dare you? I would never endanger the lives of my people.
I'm only flying them into the sun.
Talk to us.
The thing is that he's sounding angry, but his face is so poker face. There's not much expression coming from it.
Many
He can't do too much emotion, otherwise that prosthetic's gonna come more off his face.
until the star appeared to us.
He's doing a little bit better here.
It opened our eyes to the world around us, warmed our hearts, and lit a path to the place of perfection.
Oh, there you go. There's your.
A place my people have been determined to reach for nearly 100 years.
I see. And your ship is the first on this journey.
Yes,
Yes.
this is the first of 20 ships, all full of willing people of open heart and open mind to reach a place they know they deserve to be.
They don't deserve to die.
He's getting
No
better.
one will die,
How do you even know a place of perfection exists?
because I believe.
Yeah, he's getting better. After I made that comment, he's improved dramatically.
Pastor, what you consider to be a place of perfection, my people have known as a sun for centuries. It is a source of light and heat and provides life to planets in many systems across the universe.
There are more places of perfection?
Surely if they created a
There are more
spacecraft, they would know
suns,
these sort of
yes,
things.
Just like yours. In ancient times on my own planet, the sun was worshipped, just like yours. But those
But you're
beliefs
right.
developed
Like
once
people
understood the
would.
science behind
Dude, what is up with
thunder.
that undershirt he's got
Few
on?
people ever reach the sun?
To study and to learn from, yes. But not in the way you and your people intend to.
We just want to kiss the sun.
It's no use, Captain. He doesn't understand.
Oh
You
boy.
will not stop us on our journey.
Gentlemen,
Okay, I'm glad he's
please.
wearing a yellow shirt because he's
Let me
more like a
explain this from
security
my
officer in his persona.
Starfleet has a
Like
strict
I bet you
diplomacy
he's
and
chief
bang.
engineer then.
a prime directive.
Is he?
I don't know,
applies to
maybe.
Species who we consider
Well, even engineers are not
Not
supposed to be
reaching a
about
certain level of
diplomatic people, are they?
Then
But-
why are they in there? I mean, I guess they should be in there because they
Because of
made
your
first
son's
contact,
distress
but
Yeah.
that policy has been broken.
Starfleet is also not allowed to interfere in the internal affairs of another culture, but again, we have been asked specifically by your son to offer asylum and protection.
Which in this instance we feel compelled to do.
I just
have
beam
no
him back
wish
over,
for
like
our
keep the
journey
sun
to be
and
held
beam him
up
back
any
over, be like,
longer.
fly yourselves into the sun.
You have made your decision, and I have made mine. And I am very disappointed in you, Bardin. Please take us back to our ship.
So that's it? You're just gonna send them on their way to die?
As I have explained, young man, we can't interfere in your species' cultural affairs.
That doesn't make it right, though.
I know this is a very difficult situation for you, but I want you to know you have the full support of this crew.
Thank you, Captain. I just don't think I thought through what I'm supposed to do now.
We have
Join
people and
Starfleet.
services aboard ship that can give you your options. You're not limited here.
Doctor, will you show this young man to his quarters?
Of course. Come with
Give
me.
give him a red shirt. He'll be fine. We got plenty of extra red shirts. Or yellow shirts in this era, technically.
Permission to speak candidly, Captain.
By all means.
No.
He's right, sir. That boy's father is going to kill all of those people, and we're just going to sit back and let that happen.
It's their belief and we can't
It
interfere.
is a sun. It's not a wormhole. It's not a trans-dimensional gateway with the Garden of Eden sitting on the other side. It is a burning star that is going to vaporize 12 innocent people and one whack job.
That is enough!
Yeah.
Sounds just like me, that
You
guy.
are a Starfleet officer, and on this ship I expect you to uphold the values that govern this crew. I sympathise with your thoughts and feelings, I really do. But I also have to respect the belief system of another culture. Do you understand me?
And I see her position that
So,
it's easy for him to be in his position because he doesn't have to make a decision.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And because she does, there's a lot of consequence with that. So there's a decision on the decision.
Is that a Klingon?
Look like it. Maybe maybe a mixed race Klingon.
Maybe.
You don't have to go to the academy. You can always just enlist and head straight out to technical services.
Enlist in Starfleet.
Great.
Sorry. You don't have to decide straight away.
Mate,
On the bright
like
side,
5-year-olds
there's
are
right shift to be
pretty
stuck
much
on.
quantum scientists
Short-term planetary
quantum
research, there's a
physicists
lot to see, so
in this
hopefully
in this
something
universe.
inspires you.
Yep.
Like they're
Andorian.
learning.
I saw an Andorian.
Fun.
I'll take him the rest of the way, Doctor.
Of course. I wish it was under better circumstances, but welcome aboard.
She's an ensign.
Mm-hmm.
Look, I know you're disappointed. The captain understands, we all do. But there is nothing Starfleet can do to stop your people from going on their way.
But
Your
not
Starfleet calls themselves enlightened,
but not me. I can help you.
yet you're just as prepared to watch as the misguided fly themselves into extinction, all because it doesn't align with your principles.
He's like,
So
well,
you
they're
see,
not extinct
you
if
really
you're
are
still
different
here.
than the rest of them.
So all you gotta do is find a chick to shag, and then you can repopulate your
No.
species.
You have so much life ahead of you. Do not throw it away. Please.
Then help me.
I can't.
Yeah.
I think I can find my own way back to the
He
guest
wants to
quarters.
help him, but he knows it's not that straightforward. Never is.
Never is with Starfleet.
It is for that kid though.
Well, yeah, because he
It
doesn't
is
have.
very Yeah, you know, but it's not. I mean, it's straightforward. His dad's gonna die. He wants to stop his dad from dying. He's, you know, I'll talk about it after the fan film.
It looks very Romulan. Oh, here we go.
What are you doing here?
Captain asked me to make sure my modifications earlier today haven't affected your navigational controls. Wouldn't want you missing that sun, now would we?
Haven't you done enough damage already?
Look, do you want to get to where you're going or not? That's what I thought. Believe me, I don't want to spend another moment on your ship longer than I have to.
Well, we're in agreement on that then.
He reminds me of Brother Franco. What's not James Franco? No, James Franco's brother.
Don't know who he is.
Don't remember his name either. I mean, something Franco.
No shit. It's his fucking brother.
Doesn't necessarily have to be for their half brother.
I know about Emiliano Estevez and fucking Charlie Sheen. Yes, I get it.
We're dropping out of warp. Initiating long-range sensor scan.
After we departed the system, I asked for long-range sensors to monitor the Pilgrim ship.
Uh-oh.
Did they make it to the sun?
No.
You tell me.
Captain?
The computer detected an unauthorized uplink between the Explorer and the Pilgrim's navigational systems. The person responsible didn't even bother to cover their tracks.
Expected
Why
better
did you
from
do
you.
it?
I couldn't let those people die.
That wasn't your decision to make. As it stands, with their ship in its current condition, it will take them at least 20 years to get back to their planet. So I don't see how you think they could be any better off.
At least they're alive.
And when they get back home, if they get back home, then what? They have a fleet of ships ready to launch. How has this stopped the next ship or the next fleet of ship?
I did what I thought was right.
At the time, for you. But not the long-term effects your actions will have on their futures. Perhaps if they saw what happened to the first ship, it would make the others reconsider.
We don't know that.
No, we don't. We don't know a lot about their situation, which is why I didn't act on the limited information we did have.
You didn't act at all.
What were you expecting me to do? Hold a phaser to their heads and say, please come this way, and re-educate them on the meaning of life?
I needed to restore Barden's faith in Starfleet, or he was going to get back on that ship and die with the rest of them.
In Starfleet? Or in you?
Both.
You violated my direct orders.
Yes, Captain.
And you violated one of Starfleet's most important ethical principles.
Yes, Captain.
You are hereby reduced to the rank of ensign, and you will be confined to your quarters until further notice.
Yes.
Man.
Dismissed.
It's not like he's getting a reduced pay packet.
Why didn't you wipe the log?
Because
I knew I was right.
I didn't think I'd be able to live with myself if I did.
Okay, I mentioned earlier I was going to say something at the end of this episode, and I'll quickly say it now. As somebody who's not religious at all, because I'm an atheist, when I see my religious family members doing certain crazy shit, it pisses me off. Yeah, like for instance, I got certain family members, my ex-religion being Islam. I got certain family members who are in their 80s who still wanted to fast during Ramadan. At that age, they shouldn't be fasting. But it's their religion. Now, some people will say, "Who am I to stop them from fulfilling their religious beliefs?" Well, their religious beliefs is harming them physically at their age, and they shouldn't be starving themselves and dehydrating themselves in hot weather at their age for long periods of the day. So I understand where that kid is coming from in this episode, and it's very easy for him to make this decision to try and stop his family from getting killed, and it's difficult for other people at the same time to get involved because, do they really want all that shit on their fucking tape or on their lap in the first place, as well as all the implications that could come from getting involved, you know? So, anyway.
I mean, it's a good point and it's a valid argument. I mean, we all know the Starfleet's prime directive and everything. Should Starfleet have stepped in and maybe stopped this? I don't think so. I think Starfleet maybe should have put a buoy up and said anyone who is having any second thoughts, can request asylum from the Federation, or maybe even post a ship there or something. I don't know. I mean, it was, I don't know. That's a very touchy subject. I mean, this fan film overall was pretty good. It definitely dealt with a classic Trek trope, which is not against it. I mean, it's a classic thing that Trek has always dealt with, is religion versus science, moral code versus the prime directive. It's embedded in Trek, so it doesn't surprise me that this goes into this. So I don't think it's actually bad. I thought the acting was a bit choppy at points, in my opinion. The effects were good, which it tends to be the fact nowadays, especially since this just came out. And the storyline overall was pretty good. I'd give it a solid 6 or 7 out of 10.
I'm going to give this a very generous 8 out of 10. As you can tell, I was very quiet throughout this fan film reaction because I was engrossed. And I got pissed off every time you were talking. I was like, shut the fuck up, Bob. I was thinking, shut up. Don't talk. I'm listening here. You know what I mean? But nevertheless, I found it, very enjoyable. I did have nitpicks. I can understand these people being religious, but it doesn't mean they're primitive. Yeah? Okay, writers? So the fact that they don't understand what the purpose of the sun is, I mean, they can understand, in a religious sense, I can understand them going through the suicide mission, but you make it sound like they don't know what the sun is still, in the scientific method. And considering they created a fucking spaceship that can send them into space and fucking, I mean, please, get these sort of things you got to get right. And I thought for Star Trek, they kind of got that wrong. Religious, yes, primitive, no. And they made them too primitive. I didn't like that. But
I could see if maybe they were like the Klingons that mostly stole a lot of the tech that they got, and then maybe they don't understand and they got high technology too early in their evolution. But I agree with you. I think it was a bit odd that they thought that the sun, they didn't know that they would die if they flew into the sun. Maybe they knew they would die if they flew into the sun, but it is the way that they transport their spirit to the perfect place, or whatever it's called.
A quick example is that they're on their planet. They see the sun as a source of their energy, light. The circle of life which comes from the sun and everything. So they look at it as a place to be, and they want to go there so badly. Now, over the years, they understand through science that there's more to the sun than just what we think it is.
Meets the eye.
Nevertheless, they still want to go to it because they're fucking religious as fuck, regardless of the science saying otherwise. Their religion still makes them want to do what they feel they have to do. And that would have been a good way of portraying it. But I like this episode. I mean, if calling it an episode, it felt like a fucking episode. I don't know if there's other episodes before this. I'm not sure, but this was really good. I really like the yellow shirt Starfleet guy. I mean, at first I thought to myself, well, this guy's just a prick. He just comes in, he's taking the piss and everything. But he grew on me as it went along. He was, I guess he was always supposed to portray very early on that rebellious side, so we kind of got an idea of who he was, and it made sense that he did what he did. The moral code of it all, when should you just listen to orders and do what you think is right? I totally agree with that as well. Sometimes you got to say fuck orders, Honestly, sometimes I don't care that you're my superior. This is wrong. These people cannot die. I got to do what I have to do to stop them. You know, all these things, they come into play when it comes to these sort of situations. I thoroughly enjoyed this episode. Yeah, 8 out of 10. Apart from some of the acting being a bit naff and that little thing about them being primitive, I think this was pretty good. I mean, sets were very good. Outfits were very good.
Cardboard spacesuits were very good.
Yeah, a decent sort of Star Trek episode. I've seen people do fan films, and sometimes what they're doing feels more like Star Wars in the Star Trek universe, if you know what I mean. This felt like Star Trek. This felt like Star Trek, and I appreciate that. This was good, and like I said, I wasn't talking too much. I like this.
Okay.
I can't stop praising this. It was very good.
Okay. Well, I guess with all that being said, I'll just wrap it up, I guess.
No, I'll wrap it up.
Okay.
But I forgot that I was hosting. I do apologize. Yeah. So, okay. So, you gave it what, 6 out of 10, 7 out of 10?
Like a 7 out of 10. Yeah, I'll give it a generous 7.
I'm surprised. I mean, I'm surprised you didn't like it as much as I did. Well, I mean, it had all the elements, as I said, to what should be a good Star Trek episode. Was too many Brits.
I don't know. I think it was the acting that kind of really hit. The main alien guy, the main priest, just wasn't. Man, he was angry. Like he had something shoved up his rear end that whole time because he was angry for this.
His anger and his expressions wasn't portraying the anger that he was trying to.
And his anger also.
Saying.
His anger felt disingenuous too. Like, I can understand him being angry, but it's like, I feel like over time that anger would lighten a little bit and it would more become like a snarky irritation.
It's not just that, but you display your anger with your body as well. So you're going like this. Why did you stop us? What are you doing? Where did you come from? Get out of here! Stuff like that. I'm sorry, I'm having to say it like this because it's quite late at night where I am. Anyway, let's wrap this up. Thank you very much for all the people who have watched this so far. Don't forget to give us a like, share, subscribe to NerdTube. We have Discord, we have a Facebook. It's all there in the links below. And I think that's about it. So thank you very much for watching. Thank you, Cousin Cheetah, for joining. And we'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.